Hello channel NITT viewers, I am DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the ENTP in a loop, and the ENTP loop is called the NeFe Loop. Sounds like a coffee.
For the people we'll meet.
So this is the cognitive stack of the ENTP. Under normal circumstances, the ENTP uses NE as their dominant function and TI as their auxiliary function. So TI does a lot for the ENTP. So for the ENTP, NE, extroverted intuition, gives the ENTP a lot of different ideas. TI helps to pick up all the details of all these ideas and help the ENTP to process these ideas internally. In other words, TI helps to filter the ideas from NE and analyze them. Generally speaking, ENTPs are people who are very keen to learn, they are very keen to improve. TI is a very useful and important function for the ENTP to achieve this goal. TI is important for the ENTP because TI helps to decide which ideas are logical and which are not. So for a healthy ENTP that uses NE and TI, their creative ideas are always backed up by logic. TI serves as a very important filter.
Conical flask, funnel, and a filter paper.
So we can describe the ENTP as a curious person who is logical. Without TI, the ENTP's imagination can run wild. So for an ENTP in the NeFe loop, they have set their TI and engaged FE instead. What may have caused this to happen? Usually, something disastrous, something upsetting may have caused the ENTP to engage FE more. So for example, maybe the ENTP is going through a divorce and now they want to salvage this marriage by engaging FE to keep the wife or husband. Of course, this is a good short-term measure, but in the long run, the ENTP becomes unhealthy when the ENTP gets into the NeFe loop. So besides a loss or an abrupt change, another situation in which I can think of that can cause an ENTP to go into a NeFe loop is when the ENTP is now on a campaign. So for example, the ENTP wants to be a politician, or in the student body, the ENTP wants to run for chairpersonship. So this is when they want to garner the support of people and therefore they engage FE. Not a bad thing, but if prolonged, then they may get into a loop.
Campaigns are also expensive because Americans expect them to be personal, and this takes time and money.
An ENTP in a NeFe loop is unable to process information effectively. They might also start to overanalyze based on FE. So they may overanalyze whether people are really liking them, whether people are going to abandon them. They may lose trust in their own gut feeling as well. So for many ENTPs in this unhealthy loop, they may even be appearing in high alert mode. They seem to be very uneasy, anxious. Not their usual self, of course. So what are other characteristics of an ENTP in a NeFe loop? The ENTP in a NeFe loop may start to become very sensitive to criticism as they engage FE more. It is possible that the ENTP may start to feel very inadequate and they now live most of their life trying to live up to the expectations of others. They try to fulfill what a good husband should be, what a good son should have been. It is also possible that the ENTP in a NeFe loop start to become pessimistic and imagine the worst outcome possible. So all 16 MBTI types can become unhealthy and be trapped in their loop. The extroverts, however, have a better time getting out of this loop because it is easier for them to slow down and pull their introverted function back into the picture. So for the ENTP in the NeFe loop, they need to get TI back. So for the ENTP, the first thing they need to do if they are in a loop is that they need to look internally and reflect. They should give themselves the approval first, self-approval, instead of looking for others to give them this validation. So look inward for analysis, not outward for validation. Most of the time, the ENTPs know that they are good. But now, when they are in a loop, they need to seek approval, direct approval from other people, which makes them... So point number 2, it is very important for the ENTP in a NeFe loop to slow down and force themselves to go into the introspective mode. So what this means is that the ENTP should also pull themselves away from other people and have some quiet time to themselves. So thirdly, the ENTP can also get out of the loop by ignoring anything that is just a novelty, something just thrilling for them at the moment, and focus on what is important. So talking about focus, the ENTP can also focus on facts instead of on their imagination. So over time, if they do that, TI will come back and the ENTP will be totally back to normal. Okay, I hope that this short episode has helped you to understand what the ENTP is experiencing and how to help an ENTP in the NeFe Loop. So our channel produces a lot of psychological videos and MBTI videos. If you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more MBTI. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in my next episode. Goodbye!